once you were outside your house. Inside, not so much. My neighborhood, my block, we called Ittsville because we had Leibowitz, Markowitz, Abramowitz. My name is Robbins. I mean, even the widow Fitzpatrick was Jewish. I went to my grandfather. I said, Pop, I need a Jewish name. He said, how about Putz? To add insult to injury, he was our rabbi, I have to say. So I am the least likely person to live in Asheville. I don't know how it happened. I don't drink beer. I don't hike. I don't like dogs. I don't eat grain-free, lychee-free, commie, Nazi, vegan food. I do none of that. But I'm here. And when I came here, I wanted to fit in. So I actually went to a vegan meeting. And during the social time beforehand, a woman was talking about her next door neighbor who put his dogs out on their deck every morning, didn't take them in until late in the evening, and all they did was bark. They howled. They howled at everything that moved. People, cars, leaves. It was driving her crazy. Now I wanted to make an impression. So I was going to give her the New York solution. I said, now, I wouldn't do this. But in New York, they would wrap chopped meat around crushed glass, lob it over the fence. 30 minutes later, voila. Problem solved. But this is Asheville. And the woman said, are you crazy? Red meat? Let it waft. Yeah, let's hear it for social distancing. Yeah, too soon, huh? Yeah, well, one of the differences that I found between New York and living down here is here in Asheville, if I'm driving behind a tractor, I'm pretty much driving behind a tractor. In New York, we're cutting people off to go places we don't even want to go. Take this wedding. It was a long drive, but I had to go. I couldn't stand the bride, but I had to go. It was my wedding, so I had to go. All right, so you guys got to get past the dog joke. Just understand, not one dog was hurt in the writing of this joke. So understand that. So we're at the wedding, and I knew something was wrong as soon as the rabbi, my grandfather, put the glass on the floor. He said, let's watch Randy put his foot down for the last time. And he was right. She, my wife, was an A-lister. I mean, she was just out there, all over the place. And I'm very, very internal. So we weren't hitting it off. And let me mansplain something to you, ladies. Don't read to your guy from women's magazines. One day I'm watching a football game. She's reading Cosmo. I hear the universal sound of pay attention. She goes, ahem. So I look up. She says, it says here, men do not pay careful attention to genital hygiene. Now what I thought was, what? But what I said was, what? And she said, wash your balls. Now we were married a long time, and I wanted to please her. So I said, I'll wash them. I'll wax them. But you have to give them back to me first. Oh. See, now the people backstage may not know that, but that was like a giant laugh. 4 of you actually laughed. So we're rolling. So if you like the part about the comment that I made, you'll be really happy to know that in New York, there is a law called equitable distribution. And as a result, I got one back in the divorce. Thank you. I told my girlfriend I was going to try something new today. And she's very supportive. She said, "Really? You're going to be funny?" Imagine that. She gets a bigger laugh than I did. "Honey, you want to come up and take the mic?" Oh, there you go. Well done. So, when the divorce was over, I worried that I would probably never connect again with another partner, another woman, because you'll be surprised to know this, I'm not really as cool as I look. But it turns out that I have the two P's that make me virtually irresistible to women of a certain age: a penis and a pension. Let that waft a little. Okay, I earned the pension by working 34 years as a special education teacher in New York City. I worked with severely emotionally disturbed children, mostly acting out children, so obviously none of you. Think about it, it's coming. My job morphed into the role of having to be crisis interventionist. If a kid went off and was disrupting the class, it was my job to get him or her out, settle down, and then back to class as quickly as possible. So one day a third grader was disrupting class and they called for me, and as I guided the child out to the timeout room, he said, "Don't touch me, you faggot." All right, I'm a professional, I can handle this. Sat him down in the timeout room, and I found out what his problem was. He was hungry. His bus had arrived late, and his teacher didn't want to wait for him to finish his breakfast. So he was mad, and I think rightly so. So I got him some cereal and milk and a banana. We got fed. We talked about name calling and insulting other people. He came back to class, apologized, fit right back in. A great day, perfect solution. I handled it, he handled it, we all handled it. Next week, the same child had to come out of class, and as I guided him out, he was really mad. He called me a big, fat, stupid, white, ugly motherfucker. Now, most of that is true. But ugly? That hurt. Now, how do I respond to this? This is tough because I was really wounded. But I thought of it, I said, "Hey, you left out faggot." Well, here I am lowering the bar on stand-up comedy. My name is Randy Robbins. I do children's parties. Have a great day. And that guy in the back who's been rolling on the floor, you're my hero. Thanks, everybody.
Randy Robbins, everybody.